Just a few minutes from Waikiki Beach, with a magnificent view of Diamond Head and the blue Pacific, Chaminade University of Honolulu offers an education within the context of Catholic and Marianist ideals. Chaminade University was founded in 1955 by the Society of Mary, the Marianists, a Catholic religious order of priests and brothers dedicated to the Blessed Virgin Mary, who live in community and profess the vows of poverty, obedience, and chastity in the service of others. Chaminade shares the campus with St. Louis, a school for boys from elementary to high school. The Marianists have directed this school since the time they arrived in 1883. The university was named after its founder, Blessed William Joseph Chaminade, a French priest who in the years immediately after the French Revolution confronted the precipitous decline in Christian culture with a spirit of faith and Christian fellowship. It is in that same spirit that Chaminade University was founded and continues to fulfill its mission of preparing men and women for life, service, and successful careers. Chaminade University's administration, faculty, and staff include a predominance of dedicated lay men and women who, in collaboration with the Marianists, continue the mission of Blessed Chaminade. This mission translates into the 5 characteristics of Marianist universities.
Now, we got one last one, okay? Who were the
The first characteristic is to provide an excellent education.
The reason why I think education is important is because, I'm working with these young people who have their whole life ahead of them. They're preparing, to be active, productive, creative people in society. And I think education is where those things come together.
Learning is very much prized by all departments at Chaminade. They clearly articulate this to their students and to the Honolulu community. Teachers see their role as one of enabling students to go from where they are to where they want to be.
Ex Cordia Ecclesiae is the document, the pontifical document that sets up Catholic universities and gives an idea of what the framework for a Catholic university should be. So in that document, John Paul II talks about how important it is for a Catholic university to do science, but that science has to have meaning, and that, drawing on a great deal of Catholic tradition, that science and faith are actually mutually reinforcing and not mutually exclusive ways of discovering truth.
Chaminade is committed to excellent teaching and scholarship. The university offers a curriculum and diverse activities aimed at the development of the whole person. The second characteristic is to educate in formation of faith. The faith dimension is presented in many ways to its students, faculty, and staff. Chaminade challenges each of them to be partners in proclaiming a faith-based mission. Members of the university make use of opportunities to grow in faith, both in heart and mind. Theology and philosophy programs are integral to the core curriculum of the university. Various groups around the campus discuss the role of faith in both academic and personal ways.
As a Latter-day Saint or Mormon here on a Catholic Marianist campus, I've definitely been encouraged to increase my faith, and I'm always supported by every part of the community, and the fathers always make sure that I am strong enough in my journey to continue, yet am willing to learn about theirs.
Chaminade encourages its faculty and students to address religious and ethical issues across the curriculum and to integrate them into its disciplinary and counseling actions. A strong campus ministry program is a major energy source for faith exploration, growth, and practice at Chaminade.
To educate for adaptation to change is another Marianist characteristic.
In the 19th century, Cardinal Newman said, "To live is to change, and to be perfect is to change often." Today, information is doubling every 2 years. Change is constant, and we need to adapt to it. Chaminade educates students to be attuned to change and ready to adapt. Chaminade is fully aware that to remain vibrant in changing times, adaptations need to be made on its campus, with its personnel, and in its classrooms, and always for the good of its students. More than simply a slogan, this is how Chaminade exemplifies change for its students in order for them to change and make a positive difference in their lives and in the ever-changing world.
Aloha, today is Fat Tuesday, and here at Chaminade we eat malasadas.
The fourth characteristic is to educate for family spirit. The Marianist educational experience fosters the development of students who show loving respect for everyone and draws the entire Chaminade University into building a community. Community support for scholarship and friendship among the faculty, staff, and students, and participation in university governance characterize Chaminade. More than a cliche, the Marianist family spirit is a way of life with traits that are evident throughout the campus. A climate of acceptance that is essential to family spirit is reflected in a congenial and welcoming diversity that is evident everywhere at Chaminade.
My experience here at Chaminade has primarily revolved around the Marianist value of service, justice, and peace.
Responding to the call of the gospel, Chaminade University educates for justice and peace, promoting the dignity, rights, and responsibilities of all men and women, especially the poor and marginalized.
We went to American Samoa and we helped out people that were affected by the tsunami.
I actually have the opportunity to travel to India on the India immersion, and I will be volunteering at a children's school and working with children to teach them English and staying with the Marianists in India.
Everyone who embraces the Marianist vision of education seeks wisdom and a form of understanding that transcends knowledge. Chaminade educators impart knowledge for the sake of love and teach students to love freedom for the sake of service. A Chaminade education sows the seeds that will bear fruit for generations and prepares the ground in which a culture of life, justice, peace, and love can flourish. A daunting task, but Chaminade strives to embody the Marianist spirit to meet the needs of the community and manifest the good news of God's mercy and God's justice.